I'm freezing. That's how I'm doing tonight. It's freezing cold. This weather is garbage. Straight garbage. But we still alive, bro. We still alive. We still kicking it. Still working on this damn game, bro. Y'all really don't know how long it takes for a game, bro. I really didn't know. I'm sure it goes different once you have like a team, but like just one person, it's a lot, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Can't even front. It is a rut. But we doing it, man. We doing it. I have to update the Kickstarter. Because I'm sure people are like, yo, do people actually go to the Kickstarter for updates on like stuff that they donated on? Well, I guess, huh? Because that's the only way that they would, that's the only way that you would get an update. Yeah, I bet people are like, yo, he's been silent for months. I haven't been silent. I've been cooking. I've been, at least, here's the thing. I've been trying to cook. That's the crazy part. I've been trying to cook, bruh. I've been trying to cook, okay? Trying to cook, bruh. That's all. Would you buy a game that costs $100? You mean a game in and of itself? Because I bought Spider-Man. Spider-Man was 100 plus, but that was like the collector's edition. Why? Is there really rumor that Grand Theft Auto, the game alone, is going to cost $100? If they start making games $100 at base, right? Like if, let me see what I got in here. Like if this, oh shit, why is it discount? And honestly, this is pointless to even have since it's coming out on PC. But if they start charging like $100, bro, there's no way on God's green earth I'm paying $100 for a game. It's not happening, fam. You can, suck my dick. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening, bro. I will find a way to what do you call it? to what were we doing? Because I was doing it back in the day with the 360. where people were able to not brick your console. What's it called? Where you can play burn games and stuff like that, bro. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. The market will go up. Jailbreak, yeah, I will jailbreak my PS5 with the quickness, fam. With the quickness, I'll figure it out. I'll go to Brazil or buy one off of eBay or something. There's no way in God's green earth I'm paying $100 per game, because all that's gonna do. Here's the thing: all that's going to do, that's going to damage the gaming industry. That's what people don't understand. You're going to hurt the gaming industry. Now, I'm going to say this. If I was guaranteed that $100 was going to give me quality, was going to give me something I'm like, damn, this is freaking amazing, then I genuinely, $100 is still crazy. It is a crazy leap, bro. I'm not going to lie. $100 is a crazy leap. Because what are we paying right now? We're paying 60. We're paying 60 right now. It's $59.99 plus tax, so 60 and up. That's just a crazy leap to go from 60 to 100, bro. It's 70? Wait, it's 70? No. No, 70? You telling me I've been paying $70 for games? Sir, stop it. You're lying. Hold on. Let me look this up. What's a new game? What's the game? Split Fiction? No, it's not 70. Are you real? Hold on. PS5. Okay, Target, they have it for 50. What are you talking about? Split Fiction is 50. Split Fiction is 50. Hold on. Well, let me see. I don't know. What's Spider-Man 2 new PS5? What's Spider-Man 2 new PS5? How much? Oh my God, $70 fucking dollars. Yo, what? Bro, we've been paying $70 all this time. I thought it was, why did I think it was 60? We've been paying $70 a game? Yo, that's fucking insane. $70 a game? I remember the days you can get a PS2 game brand new for $40. NBA Street Volume 2 was $40, brand new. $70? Nah, fam. Yeah, nah. What they're doing is it's been $70 for 3 years? Really? That's interesting. Okay. All right. I don't know why I thought I was paying 60. Maybe because I think on PC is cheaper. So a lot of the games I've been buying haven't been from PlayStation 5. It's been from the PC. I think that's why. And the PC has a lower price. So I've been going off of the PC prices, not the PlayStation prices. Damn. But even some of the games on PC or PlayStation are $70. Will you tell me I paid $70 for Tekken 8? No fucking way. There's no way, bruh. PC is cheaper. You serious? Hold on. We are back. Haven't touched my PS5 since I got a PC. Really? I don't know about that, bro. That's pretty extreme. Don't know if you know, but Marvel Rivals made new skins for Storm and Loki. They look alright. Yeah, I know. I think Storm's new skin is garbage, and Loki's he's president, right? I'm not really I'm kind of over Marvel's Rivals, to be honest with you. Maybe they fixed the matchmaking and all that, but like that was not the business, fam. That was not the business. Okay. I don't know who needed to hear that, but that was not the freaking business. So if they fixed it, sure, that'd be great. CD Ninja says, my friend jailbroke his PS5 and got console banned the next week. Other dude refunded the PS5 he didn't return and was console banned in a few days. Bricked. Well, the whole point of jailbreaking your PS5 is that you don't get banned. Right? That's the whole point. So it clearly wasn't a good jailbreak. But also at the end of the day, if you're just playing single player games, like who cares? Like I remember back on my 360, I was really just playing single player games. And the games that I did play multiplayer, I would just buy. So there's that. But that's wild. Yeah, if it's not a good jailbreak, yeah, you're gonna get banned. They're gonna notice and they're gonna spot you and beep beep. Done. Dunzo. But honestly, I would buy a jailbroken PS5. I wonder if they have some on eBay. But the problem is where do you get where do you get what do you call it? Where do you get the ISOs? That's the problem. Where do you get the ISOs? Because I know they would upload on online for like the 360 and other games. I would play a game like maybe a day in advance. Day or two in advance in some cases for some games. Now I'm like, meh. Yeah, they're not really uploading they don't really upload PS5 ISOs like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't looked for one. But I'm not familiar with them uploading. Yeah, I don't even know where there's an option for that. Because I know I got a whole bunch of Switch games. They got PC games, Xbox games, PS2, PS3, PS4 games. Because even the emulator, the PS4 emulator, that's how I was playing. What game is this? Fists of the North Star, Lost Paradise. I'm playing that. Just for like combat reference. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where you get a PS5 ISO. That's a whole nother ball game, bruh. Whole nother ball game. But apparently they have them, bruh. Apparently they have them. Which is wild. Oh, Prince of Persia came out on the PS5? Yeah. I wonder if these are legit ROMs. I'm surprised there's not like a PS5 emulator. Oh, that was one game I actually wanted to try out was Avatar. Frontiers of Pandora. I heard that was pretty good. I still haven't tried Astrobot. How much is Astrobot? Is Astrobot still an arm and a leg? How much is Astrobot? There's a new Last of Us controller that came out. I think they released it for the upcoming season 2 show. Oh, all right, bet. That's $60. God, dog, $60. Starting in May, Skype will no longer be available. What? What? What do you mean no fam? What? When did that happen? Bro, I just opened up Skype, right? To open up the phone lines. And I'm greeted with this bullcrap. I saw like the memes of like, Discord holding Skype's hand and shit like that. I just thought it was a fucking meme. Bruh, what? This change will impact both free and paid Skype users, but not Skype for business. What? Why? 727. What's the disagreement?
727. Hey, Buster Brown. That is me, Jim in Memphis. And I just want to say that I'm loving your show and everything, but I wish we would have shorted the market.
Right?
It took him 30 days to wreck the whole thing. Just to wreck it. And we knew this was coming. You said it. I agreed. I just went. I need your feedback, bro.
You may be breaking up.
Okay. He wrecked the economy in 30 days.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm going, you said it. I agreed. Short.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. May have to call back. I'm not sure what happened. 816. What's the disagreement? Listen, calling and Skype soon.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, I might be a little late, but I disagree with your take on Snoop Dogg. I think we gave Snoop Dogg a bad rap.
What do you mean?
I don't think he was selling out in that moment. I think he's just like the rest of us.
I don't know what that means.
All right, as far as black people, as far as us black
You mean
people,
black people would sell out?
No, I'm saying as far as us taking a rest in this moment. I think how we
taking a what?
Taking a rest.
What do you mean taking a rest?
You know how we looking at Hispanics for Trump and Nebraska and all these people, like, are y'all finding out? We try to tell y'all. I think Snoop is the same way, but he's looking at it from a rich man's point of view, a rich black man's point of view. Cause check this out. I've seen video of him before the election saying, federal workers, please don't vote for Donald Trump. He was out there campaigning for Kamala. Snoop was in the streets, for real. He was out there. He was on TV. He said, federal workers, please don't vote for Trump. And it's before the election. And I believe that the reason he said federal workers specifically is because he been in them rooms. He knew what was going on, and he was telling us. But we, not we meaning black people, or we meaning me and you, we, the 99% that ain't rich, voted him in anyway. And he said, forget it. I tried to tell y'all. But now I'm going back to my regular day. And Snoop's regular day is entertaining and getting to the bag. So that's what he's doing. That's what he did on that inauguration day. Because he tried to tell us, and we didn't listen.
So isn't going to the bags in that betrayal?
No, that's his regular day.
So his regular day would be a betrayal.
No, his regular day apart from the politics. That's what he does. He's an entertainer.
Yeah, but you wouldn't entertain for someone you believe is like a Nazi card-carrying white supremacist.
He tried. He gonna be good regardless. He tried to tell.
Nobody's saying whether he would be good regardless. The question is whether or not you believe he sold out. You don't believe he sold out, but what you're describing is a sellout.
No, I don't think he sold out because he tried to tell us.
Let's say a white supremacist, someone. Let's say a white nationalist. I don't know. Let's say Hitler, just so we can keep it clear. Let's say Hitler offered you $500K to I don't know, do whatever your profession is, to give a public speech. Would you take that money?
If I lived in if this was in well, if Jews elected Hitler, and I told the Jews, no.
Yeah, let's say you're a Jew and Hitler tells you to come on by and give a speech for him, but he's going to pay you really well. Would you do it as a Jewish person?
If they elected Hitler after the first genocide, they elected him again. They elected Hitler.
I understand. Let's say it's during the Holocaust. The Holocaust is going on, and he picks you out of the concentration camp to give a speech. Would you consider that? Would you consider that Jew a sellout?
Not if the Jews elected Hitler. That's what I'm saying.
Let's say the Jews didn't elect Hitler. It's concentration. Let's say it's a concentration camp. Hitler chooses one of the Jews to give a speech for him. Would you consider that Jewish person a sellout?
That's a whole different scenario. That's not the equivalent of what we did.
How is it a whole different scenario?
Because we elected him a second time after the first term. After he destroyed the economy, all this stuff the first term.
Yeah, but Snoop didn't elect him. Snoop was against him.
Yeah, he was.
So I'm asking, how is it not a sellout for him to then go perform for him?
Because we sold ourselves out first.
Okay, then. So then just say that. So you're just simply saying, yeah, we've been selling out. So Snoop just did what we've been doing for a while now. Then just say that. Don't say it's not a sellout. Just say, yeah, it's a sellout. I'm trying to get the bag.
No, what I'm saying is, if you gotta look at it from his perspective. He's a rich man. Look, he was.
Sir, if he's a rich man, then there's literally no reason for him to sell out.
Right, but there's no reason for him to campaign for Kamala either, except it's in our.
But he did though. So why then would he then go perform for Trump? He's a rich man, so he doesn't need the money. So why did he do it? Other than being a sellout.
Because we elected Trump.
Sir, I don't understand what the point you're trying to make with the country electing Trump.
Because Snoop is going to be good regardless. No matter who wins.
We've established Snoop is a rich man. So what is the point of the country electing Trump have to do with this?
Because he told us beforehand, he was out there campaigning, telling us, do not elect this man.
I understand, and they elected him nonetheless.
Yeah.
So what does that have to do with him performing for Trump?
Because he's going about his regular day, and his regular day is entertaining and getting to the bag. Just like we're.
Wait, so you make no difference for who he's entertaining? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying, just like we are not out there protesting, even though we all are affected. We aren't protesting because we told them ahead of time. They are finding out for themselves.
Sir, nobody gives a damn about black people right now. Do you think Hispanics cares? Listen, black people have never, since I've been alive, done anything for the benefit of the Hispanic group of people, for Latinos. Like, what are you talking about? Why are we acting like black people have been like down for La Raza and Hispanics? That's not been the case.
Okay, but we have been a front line for injustices.
Sure, injustices, by all means.
Yeah.
So Hispanics already outnumber us. In numbers and in money. They're not looking to us for help.
Well, I
don't even know where that narrative came from. But back to Snoop. Snoop is, I hear what you're saying. He's just going back to regular programming. The problem is, why would you go back to entertaining someone that you campaigned against? Because you thought he was a white supremacist and he was an evil guy and everything.
Because he's gonna be good regardless.
Sir, if somebody is going to be good, what you're essentially saying is that the man is a millionaire, multi-millionaire. He's gonna be good regardless. That refutes the whole point of him going to campaign for Trump, because he doesn't need the money.
He didn't campaign for Trump.
By him,
he just entertained him. He just entertained. That's what he does.
Yes, he's entertaining someone who he believes is a white supremacist.
I don't know if he believes he's a white supremacist as much as he believes he's a messed up individual. I don't cuss, so I can't say what.
So
But,
he said that Trump was a racist.
Yeah.
He even mocked other entertainers, saying who's gonna jigaboo and dance and tap dance for Trump. That's what he said.
Yeah. But that was after the first term. After
So
all of this,
do you think something changed after the second term for the betterment of black people?
no, what I'm saying is he's not looking at it as from a black and white perspective. He's looking at it from a rich man's perspective. And him being the 1% told us the 99% don't vote for this man, even though
We've gone through this. We voted for him. I understand that.
Hold on. Even though in his financial best interest, it would have been to go with Trump. He went against his own best interest for us, the people, and told us not to vote for this man. And we voted for him anyway. So he said, forget it. I'm putting my feet up. I'm going to do what I do.
So he's going to tap dance for Trump.
No, he's doing what he does.
Tap dancing? He's tap dancing. That's what he does.
No, he entertains.
Yes, tap dancing. That's what a minstrel show was. It was entertainment.
I mean, you could choose not to see it that way, but I understand where he's coming from, because I'm doing the same thing. I'm just doing it to different people. Like I'm not worried about Nebraska, because we told you Nebraska. We told you we're doing the same way. We're looking at Nebraska and we're looking at Hispanics for Trump and all these different groups. That's the same way rich people who told us about Trump are looking at the 99%.
This isn't the same thing, because it would be a tantamount to you having a lot of money and then you still going out and tap dancing. Why? The reason why people go out and tap dance is to get a leg up. Is to get money. Why do you then continue to tap dance if you already have money?
I wouldn't call it tap dancing. I say he's entertaining, because that's what he does.
If you're entertaining someone you believe is a racist, how is that not tap dancing?
He might believe our people,
What, he believes black people are racist?
No, all people without melanin. You don't think Snoop knows when he's entertaining racist people? You don't think it's some racist people that just fans of Snoop? Like, you live in America, right? I see the American flag.
Sure, there's a little bit difference between possibly some racists in the audience and you going to someone who you were campaigning against because you believed him to be a racist.
Now, I think he was campaigning against him because he was bad for the people. He was bad for America.
Yes, so then if he's bad for America, why would you want to entertain someone who's bad for America?
Because America voted him in twice. So forget it.
But you're not a part of the America who voted him in.
Right.
So why go and entertain?
Why not?
Because of the reasons I listed. But someone's ended the call. I appreciate it. You know what? To all you black men, all you black women who are with an Asian, a white, a Latino, a Puerto Rican, a Cuban, y'all investing in your future. Y'all are investing in your future. Because this country, we are cooked. We are toast. We are deep fried, fam. Deep fried. Enchilada. Deep dish pizza, bruh. I don't know what to tell you. That's like now I see why some of these fools are on the DL, bro. That's their logic. Well, I don't like. Well, wait, why? Wait, so you slept with the dude? Yeah. That means you're gay. No. What do you mean, no? Well, she wouldn't sleep with me, so I slept with him. You're on the line. What's the disagreement? Hello? I don't know what happened. I just don't understand. I don't get it. Because I'd understand, like, you guys would understand. Like, if somebody gave me, like, a crazy check and I took it. And that's the crazy part. I've turned down monies. I've turned down big monies, bruh. I've turned down big monies. And I'm just like, yo. But if I was like a billionaire or a multi-millionaire, what's another million, right? What's another few 100,000? There would be no reason. That's the whole point of having FU money, is that you can say FU. What's the point of having FU money if you never say FU? These mofos have got people so conditioned. I don't think there's any coming back, to be honest with you. I don't think there's any coming back. I think black people are the new white people. I think black people are with the new white people. I think instead of white people wearing robes, you're gonna start seeing black people in robes and burning crosses on the lawn. I think that's how conditioned many people are. Like, we family, bro. It just is what it is. We family. Like that whole Dave Chappelle skit. That shit is real. That shit is real. Like, before it was like, yo, I need the money. Now it's just like, nah, I agree with him, even without the money. Like, wait, what? You're coon struggling? How are you coon struggling? That doesn't. I don't know, man. I don't get it, bro. What part of Conquest's fight was your favorite? What was the part of favorite? I think the surrender part. It was like, what? You think I'm gonna allow you to surrender? I don't know, he had some good lines in there. He had some good lines. That one, and then when he was about to rip the kid in half, that was dope. That was cool. I was hoping he was gonna rip him in half. I was like, damn, that'd be dope. But I think a really good part is when he punches the girl, like half of her face comes off. I was like, dang. God, dog. I didn't want him to die, to be honest. I thought Conquest was freaking awesome. Thought he was awesome. And that's the way you do, that's how you end a show, bro. That's how you end the show. Yeah, man. That's how you end the show. I'm getting a little irritated of Mark just coming out, bro. He just somehow finds a way to come back, and I'm getting a little irritated of that. Like, I want him to lose. It kind of reminds me of, like, the Power Rangers. You know, with the Power Rangers, how they'd always win? It's like, okay, this is getting predictable and boring. Like, have him lose, or, like, lose an arm or something. Like, even when he was supposed to get, taken advantage of, they copped out on that. Like, give us something, bro. Give us something. But honestly, what I thought his father was going to come and save him. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting his father to come out and save him. But, never mind. And I saw that in the comics where he got, I won't say taken advantage of. But, I mean, because here's the thing. A man can't get excited if he's scared. Think about that. He can't get excited if he's scared, bro. That's not how that works. So he clearly was into it. He clearly was into it. It's a little bit different for a woman. Yeah, he definitely wanted it. He definitely wanted it. I mean, I can't blame him, bro. He may not have wanted it, but he wanted it. Like, come on, bro. You definitely liked what you were seeing. You definitely liked what you were seeing. Yes, he can. No, he can't. He is young, so that ED hasn't hit yet. So stupid. Stupid. This country got more racial, I swear. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This administration, bro, I want to know where all the federal black agents at. Where are they at? Because they were talking about, oh, he's not going to get reparations. When I heard this mofo talk about how Trump's $5 million visa was going to give black people reparations, I was like, yeah, man. That's a government op, bro. That's an op. That's the craziest thing I've heard. That's the craziest thing I've heard all day, bro. Craziest thing ever. I was just like, oh, wow. We're cooked. We are el cookto. So when will it no longer be available? I need to look into this thing because I have a subscription. So why are they saying Frederick says defense lawyers are apparently trying to get charges dismissed now against Peyton Gendron, the Buffalo gunman. Peyton Gendron. Wait, what? No. Defense team argues against hate crime charges for Buffalo mass shooting. Or seeks a dismissal for the hate crime? How do you seek a dismissal for the hate crime?
First, for the Biden administration.
The man literally had N-words on his gun. He had the N-word on his gun, written out in his gun, and only shot black people. And then you look at his freaking manifesto. Oh my God, bro.
The Department of Justice seeking the death penalty for the Buffalo supermarket mass shooter. ABC's senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky has more from Buffalo.
Hold on. That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane, bro.
St. Patrick's Day fun from anywhere. Watch our parade live stream.
Bro, what is this? Nobody wants to hear your ads. What is this, bro? Are we serious? That it wasn't a hate crime? Is that really what they're saying?
The case of the Tops mass shooter back in a federal courtroom today. The defense team arguing why a hate crime should be dropped against Peyton Gendron. Gendron has already been sentenced by the state to life in prison for his attack that claimed the lives of 10 black residents and wounded 3 others at the Jefferson Avenue Tops 2 years ago. His death penalty trial slated to begin this September. 7 News senior reporter Eileen Buckley was in the courtroom for today's hearing.
Clearly there was a crime, there was a shooting, and is that motivated by hate, by some bias?
Buffalo. I already told you there are no black Luigis because we're all family. That's why. We're all family. That's why.
Attorney Terry Connors represents 7 of the families who lost loved ones in the Tops massacre and 3 others who were seriously hurt. Gendron is accused of intentionally targeting black members of Buffalo's community. Some family members appeared in federal court Wednesday, but once again, Gendron was a no-show, waiving his right to appear. Federal count 27 charges Gendron with hate crimes. The defense argued against it. The hate crimes charges center around the 69 people who were in or outside the Top store on that day. The defense saying there's no specific name and no identifiable victim. But the judge questioning why names would be needed, and the prosecutors saying the argument defies both reason and the law. I asked Attorney Connors about these hate crime charges.
Well, I think you'll recall from the video, there was an incident in which the shooter actually encountered a Caucasian who was in the aisles begging for mercy and looked at him, held the weapon, and said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and moved on. You know, that's going to be a key element of the offense against the shooter. And does that satisfy the hate crime?
The judge did not issue a decision on count 27 Wednesday.
This is really this is some scary times. I'm not gonna lie. This is some scary times, bro. This is some scary times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting a little rough out there, bro. It's getting a little rough out there. What do you mean the judge like it's pretty cut and dry? I think it's at the point where they could be like, I hate N-words. They'd be like, okay, what does that exactly mean when they say stuff like that? What is an N-word, really, if we think about it? What is that? Okay? They say it in the rap music videos. Aren't we all N-words? Does that really denote a hatred of black people? I don't think so.
Instead, giving both the defense and government time to respond and review a recent case involving a hate crime. However, in this separate motion, Gendron's defense team also claims the Hate Crimes Act is unconstitutional, as it
they're arguing that the Hate Crimes Act is unconstitutional. Oh, touche. But I don't know what we're gonna do with that though, because wouldn't that go up to the Supreme Court? Wouldn't that just go up to the Supreme Court? But in the meantime, between time, what's the game plan?
It applies to him because he was already prosecuted under a state hate crimes provision, but
So they're saying it's unconstitutional, and what, he should be released because he was already charged with a hate crime under the state?
Prosecuted under a state hate crimes provision.
Wait, are they trying to get the whole case thrown out? That'd be interesting. Well, the whole case is bogus, Your Honor. It's a farce because it was he was tried and prosecuted under unconstitutional law. Fundraiser says, I'm convinced black people need to tap into our inner white rage and give the same treatment. That'll never happen. I won't say never, but it's beginning to look highly unlikely.
However, in this separate motion, Gendron's defense team also claims the Hate Crimes Act is unconstitutional, as it applies to him because he was already prosecuted under a state hate crimes provision. But in this 18-page decision issued Wednesday, the judge denied that request. Now, Gendron had pleaded guilty to 10 state charges. He's now serving a life sentence without parole. In downtown Buffalo, Eileen Buckley, 7 News.
Holy, man. Holy. Yeah, judge threw that one out, but it's not going to throw... Threw out that it was unconstitutional, but is allowing the concept of it not being a hate crime to move forward? I don't understand that. Defense team for Peyton Gendron, the gunman, was in court on Wednesday to argue why hate crime charges should be dropped. Accused of racial, clearly there was a crime. There was a shooting, and that was motivated by hate, by some bias. Said Terry Connors, a Buffalo attorney, and represents blah blah blah. Gendron's death penalty. Some family members appeared in court, but once again, Gendron was no showing, waiving his right to appear. For a case which include hate crime and firearm charges, the defense argued against the hate crime charges. We'll take the firearm charges, not the hate crime charges. Hate crime charges center around 69 people. Blah, blah, blah. There's no specific. The store, the defense said there's no specific name and no identifiable victim. I'm trying to understand. Are they trying to argue that because there was no person, like no person in particular that he was looking to kill, that's why the hate crime charges should be dropped? Is that what I'm understanding? Is that what I'm understanding? That can't be right? I can't be, because I'm trying to wrap my head around it, because I'm like, The hate crime charges centered around 69 people who were in or outside the top store that day. Oh, that's exactly what they're saying. They're simply saying that, hey, he wasn't looking to target black people. There just happened to be black people there. Fuck. And the judge is allowing this? The judge hasn't cut this off and like, get the heck out of here. Wow. Wow. Goodness gracious. That is... Woo! Why don't we have some Matt Murdocks on our side? Why don't we have some Matt Murdocks on our side? Didn't he let white people go there? It was on video, one white person, he said sorry. But you have to prove now that he said sorry because he was white. He could have said sorry because, for a litany of reasons. Right? You have to prove that the only reason he didn't kill that person was because he was white. Hot damn. There's no specific name and no identifiable victim, but the judge questioned why names would be needed. The prosecutor says the argument defies both reason and law. Recall, blah, blah, blah. The judge did not issue a decision on Wednesday, instead giving both the defense and government time to respond and review a recent case involving hate crime. What recent case did they give him time to review? That's what I want to know. What case did they give him time to review? That's what I want to know. What case? What case is this? Did you see Nick Fuentes crashing out on Trump? No, I did not see that. However, in the separate motion, Ginter's defense team also claims a hate crime is unconstitutional. Excuse me, as it applies to him. Blah, blah, blah. However, on the same day as other hate crime arguments, the judge issued an 18-page and denied that request. So the judge issues an 18-page decision denying the constitutionality of the hate crime, but allows time for them to respond as to whether or not the hate crime should be applied. That is freaking interesting. That is, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. If he doesn't get a hate crime, cooked, finito, dunzo, bruh. Flame grilled, bruh. Flame grilled. Because that is, that's truly fascinating. I can't even argue with the attorney. That's a bold move. That's a bold move, man. How did he get an attorney like this? Can someone tell me? I know this can't be a state appointed attorney. Because that's a bold move to say, well, I don't see why a hate crime should be applied, Your Honor. There's nothing saying that he didn't shoot that man because solely he was white. There's no evidence constituting such. But I don't know how you go around. I don't know how you go around that. There clearly was some bias at the end of the day to have the N-word painted on your gun, right? Right? There just gets to a point where it's like, okay, I get the correlation versus causation, but how much of a coincidence does it have to be? He just happened to be in a heavily black populated area, just happened to not kill the white person in the store, just happened to have the N-word written on his gun, just happened to talk about black people in his manifesto. These are all coincidences. These are all coincidences. Like, none of this adds up into him hating or this being racially motivated. My client was unstable and went to the first store that was on his way that he thought would be heavily populated. It had nothing to do as far as with the people that would be populating the store. My client is unstable, but not a monster. Hot damn. Hot damn. Nick Fuentes, what? Trump? When did this happen? Shut the F up. Nazi Fuentes is done with Trump. Oh my. What happened? This is 5 hours ago? What?
All right, and finally here, man. Nick Fuentes is a Nazi. Nobody needs. Don't get it twisted. He literally debated Alex Jones a year or two ago, where he took the position that Hitler was based, and on him in a hilarious fashion. Watch the video.
Erica, shut up. I'm so, this kind of stuff was cute 10 years ago. It's not cute anymore. It's just stale. This little routine, this little act he does, it's really just insulting to our intelligence at this point. It was kind of kitschy and cute and a little funny in 2015, a decade ago. But now that he keeps doing this like obnoxious fucking bullshit, whatever this routine that he's doing is, I can't tell you how sick of it I am. I'm watching him today selling Teslas in front of the White House, and he says, I'm gonna get in one of these suckers. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of this weird fucking voice he's always doing, this weird jokey joke fucking gimmick. It's just stupid. It's just stupid and embarrassing and just fucking dumb. And I can't tell you how annoying it is now. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Maybe you guys still think it's funny. I've been on the Trump train for 10 years, and it's like, I can't take it anymore. I feel like I'm going crazy. It's just like a bad sitcom. It's like an insufferable sitcom character that does a funny gag, and they just keep going every season, and it gets more hammed up. It's like Jar Jar Binks. Trump has turned into like Jar Jar Binks of the Republican Party. He's in front of the White House. Should I get in this sucker? Shut the fuck up. What the fuck are you talking about? Can you talk normally? Can you just be fucking normal for like 10 seconds? Jeez. Like 10 years ago, he was more normal. 10 years ago, there was like a little more, I don't know, like discretion, or I don't even know what you would call that, just like tact. 10 years ago, he was serious. He was intense, and he was a little bit funny sometimes. Now he's just always doing this weird jokey voice, doing these weird billions and billions. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. I can't stand it anymore. It's like just, and yeah, call it Trump derangement syndrome. It's more just like Trump annoyance syndrome. Like 10 years of this. Gosh, it's like a family member that says the same thing to you every day. It's like a best friend that has like a weird habit or something that, or a colleague at work or a classmate doing the same thing day in, day out. Eventually you're like, I can't take it,
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
I like that it's like completely substanceless and like content free and non-idealized. Just like, I just can't with this dude anymore.
I can give you the substance.
Okay.
He's pissed. He feels like they're not doing mass deportations.
Yeah.
Like, he actually wants them to do mass deportations.
And he's an actual anti-Semite. But that means he's like pissed about the, crackdown, the alleged Marco Rubio crackdown on quote unquote anti-Semitism, which of course is just they're cracking down on people who are critical of Israel.
Yeah,
so,
and he does, he focuses quite a bit on just how cucked Trump is to Israel. Which, to be fair, that's 100% true, but also his objection stems from legit anti-Semitism.
Yeah, he's got the right position for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reason, exactly.
It's just a fucking shame because Nick Fuentes is so talented.
He's
you don't
funny.
have to
He's
be.
funny.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to be a Nazi to be successful. Just don't be a Nazi. Just actually have if he had just actually had good politics, he still would have been wildly successful because he's talented.
You know what he reminds me of? He's like the Jimmy Dore of the right. Circa 2018.
I had that same thought
because he's like I'm the purist, I'm the most right wing, I'm the most Nazi,
I think what she's
and I'm gonna
probably
criticize.
referring to is charismatic.
This administration from the pure Nazi position, right?
Yes.
But he's also entertaining, funny, right? And that was sort of like what Jimmy Dore was doing in 2018, where I'm holier than thou, purer than thou, and I'm going to rip the Democrats from the left.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now Jimmy Dore, he hyper-focuses on Democrats and liberals and leftists and shits on them all the time and never shits on Republicans. It'll be interesting if that's what happens in reverse with Nick Fuentes, where he only shits on the Republicans and Trump nonstop and almost gives people the misimpression that he's somehow more on the left. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's a little bit of that going on with Richard Hanania, who's
I'm telling you, the right has gone so far off that people who are originally on the right are now siding with the left. That's how far off they're gone. And we're not talking about like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, like crazy left. Not like, yo, men should be competing with women. I think that's a representation of very few people. Very few people. But when it comes to like, hey, a lot of these mofos are screwing us out of our paycheck. It's hard for me to get a job. It's hard for me to, to start a family if I wanted to. I think there are a lot more people who are resonating with that, especially as we see Trump become a car salesman for a fucking billionaire in front of the White House. I think a lot of people are going to be like, I don't know about this, man. I don't know how I feel about a billionaire firing American people, firing veterans. Say that veterans, maybe they're just, they're lazy. maybe you're just lazy. Maybe that's why you deserve to get fired. I think that's rubbing probably a lot of people the wrong way. I think when it comes to when they start cutting Social Security, right? When they start cutting all the social programs, because that's what's going to happen. That's going to impact a lot of families. And I think a lot of people, they just getting rubbed the wrong way. Just is what it is. Even with the stock market. Like, even if you're a business person, you got money in the stock market, it's like, bro, what are you doing? So, I think, once again, I think I'm the originator of this trend, I would argue. The originator. Because the right really has nothing. They really have nothing. One thing that the right always had was social conservatism, right? But they don't have that anymore. So there were people that could stomach some of the, the sly comments that they would do, the underhand racism. You could stomach that because it was like, well, at least they're for a man and woman. At least they're, they don't believe in, this. They don't believe in that. They don't believe, right? Now they don't have that. So it's like, what's really the point of the party? Because your only fight right now is with trans, but you're not really fighting that because you have trans in the party. So all we're seeing is you just want to help out everyone else except the American people. You want to help out the billionaires and the millionaires. And I don't know if people happen to know this, the majority of American people aren't billionaires and millionaires. Okay? The same people who go to their conferences and their CPACs and their TPUSA events, they're not millionaires and billionaires. They're everyday working class people. So, that's I think it's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. That's all.
Like,
yeah, he's a weird one. He's a weird one.
Who, says he's not a Nazi anymore, but still very interested in quote unquote human capital.
Oh my God.
But does a lot of like shitting on Republicans in a way that makes you feel like he's almost a liberal. But,
right, yeah.
And then I think I haven't followed this trajectory as closely, but there's also a little bit of that going on, I think, with Richard Spencer.
Yeah, Richard Spencer, he's also a weird one. I believe his transition more stemmed from like literal legal problems, where he almost had to like snap into shape and be like, I'm not a Nazi. Actually, Nazism is cringe and bad.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, Hanania, that's an interesting one because he voted for Trump and talked about how he...
Yeah, we heard all that. Interesting. I guess it's hard for Nick to be gay and a conservative. Yeah. No, it's not. That's the funny part. That's the funny part, Manny. That's the funny part. A lot of these Republicans are gay, bro. A lot of them. A lot of these mofos is gay, bro. They something about white Jews on the Republican Party that love black gays. They just love black gays. I don't know. I think PragerU is like the Ed Buck of fucking Republicans. That's in my opinion. Okay, I think he's like the Ed Buck of I'm telling you, I think Dennis Prager is like the Ed Buck of fucking of Republicans. This man and gay blacks go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly. I don't know how, but he figures it out. But yeah, I don't think there's a lot going on here. So I think what many people want is we want a relief. Because they talk about families, but you can't build a family, bro. If you ain't got the money. If everything costs an arm and a leg, how you gonna build a family? And then you have to save, and then you got expenses, and then you have insurance. Bro, the insurance is insane. Insurance is insane. Why don't they work on the insurance? How about y'all work on like the IRS and stuff like that? How about that? Why don't you do everybody who owes taxes for this year and the last 10 years, y'all just say, you know what, y'all are good. That's you don't have to owe any taxes this year. As simple as that. All the money we saved, y'all don't have to pay taxes. Cause didn't Trump say something like that? Like people under 150K, which I think is bullshit. Because it's not gonna happen. If you make under 150K, no taxes. These people just say anything. That's the crazy part. They just say shit. That's what I've realized. They just say shit, bro. Look at this. Look at this dumb fuck. They just say shit, bro. They just say stuff. He just says stuff. We're gonna make Canada the 51st state. We're gonna own the Panama Canal. What? We're gonna make chicken taste like beef. What? They just say fucking shit, bro. He just talks out of their ass. What happened before? I hope everyone is keeping note, right? Keeping track. Before we get this whole under 150K no taxes, how about you give me the 5K that you were supposed to give us with Doge? How about that, fam? Yeah, I didn't forget about that 5K, right? Before you go the whole, everyone under who makes under 150K, we're gonna give you no taxes. How about you give me the 5K first? How about we start off with the 5K from Doge and all the savings you found? Give me the 5K first, and then we'll work on if you make under 150K, no taxes. How about that? This is what I'm talking about, bro. And then at the same time, he's talking about, we gotta save on the funding, the deficit and everything. Sir, what? What? You talking out of both sides of your mouth. Make it make sense. We're so behind on the deficit, but you want to give the American people 5K and then have everyone who makes under 150K pay no taxes. Come on, bro. Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin still doing YouTube. That's interesting. He had like a big ass scandal, bro. Also, wasn't he arrested, charged for scamming people before? It's fucking crazy.
Trump administration told us no tax on under $150,000 of income per year is the goal. Mind you, if you make exactly $150,000 a year, you pay the government $37,000. That's just the federal government. Don't mind sales tax, registration fees, and all the other BS. It's a lot of money. People work hard for this money. But there's been some talk about the realism of this, and today we get some insights thanks to another interview with Mr. Lutnick. We get through some of the realism of what the promise was, and then I want you to hear the promise here, which is a goal. He does make it clear it's a goal, and then you could hear the follow-up comment today and how things are getting revised a little bit and where we stand now. Let's listen in. This was yesterday.
I know what his goal is. No tax for anybody who makes less than $150,000 a year. That's his goal.
That's the goal. That's what we heard. Now, Martha McCullum, who is a straight shooter, she hits right to the core. Hey, first thing, hey, you said no tax on under $150,000. Yeah, tell us some more about this. Also, when?
Yeah, when?
We're going to get that in this video. Let's get into it.
Here today. Great
Good
to
to
be
see
here.
you. So what about that? You said on CBS that President Trump wants no taxes on people making below $150,000 annually, and our sources are saying that the Treasury Department doesn't have any plan to put that into action.
No, that's taking it out of context. What we do.
Bro, I wish death upon these people, bro. Like dead ass. May God strike them dead, bro. May God strike them dead. Genuinely. May God strike them dead. Well, that's taking it out of context. See, this is why I don't listen to anything. I don't trust not a damn word he said. Nothing, bro. In one ear and out the other. The $5,000 Doge and all that. In one ear, out the other. Oh, we gonna get rid of illegals in it. In one ear, out the other. All of that, bro. All of that. The only thing that he's actually stood on 10 was his dumbass tariff plan. That's the only thing. Oh, and getting rid of DI. That's what it was. Everything else, nothing, bro. Anything that would actually benefit the American people, actually have a tangible impact to us, it's all fucking talk, bro. All fucking talk. What is DEI? How does that help me, bro? Say you do erase all the DEI, how does that help me, bro, fam? I'm just curious. You let me know. Let me know.
Discussed was when the president balances the budget, his first move is going to be, he has suggested that he would like to waive taxes for people under $150,000. That's
what? So what do you mean that was taken out of context? You just said the same thing. When the president balances the budget? What the fuck does that mean? What does that even look like? Balance the budget. What? Come on, fam. Come on, fam.
Aspirational that when we balance the budget, and let me tell you, he's got a plan to balance this budget, right? We are going to take $1 trillion out of the way.
He's got a plan to balance the budget. He's got a plan. We've got a plan to balance the budget. Don't worry about that. And when it happens, that's the goal. Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. When it happens, that's the goal. Just like the wall. Is that what you tell me? Just like the wall? And I'd like to know, honestly, like I said, I'm starting to believe Trump, anything that Trump wants to get done, he can get done. That's why I don't understand. He's in the position that he can get it done. We just saw fucking Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer. Do y'all hear? Hold on. Y'all, I had to double check because I didn't even do a video on it because I was like, there's no fucking way Chuck Schumer, like, okay, bro, Chuck Schumer, fam, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that voted in line with Trump. Didn't that happen? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping or did that not happen? Did that not happen? Right? I'm not crazy, right? He did do that.
All right, let's bring in the moderator.
216. What's a disagreement?
Oh, Lucas. This is Wood.
What's going on, Eeyore?
Yeah, motherfucker. He's fucking nickname shit. Have you ever seen that person that's the most, like, slowest, dumbest person that you've ever seen, but they are in the, like, one of the positions over you?
Yes, I have experienced that.
We are so much shit. These people are fucking retarded.
You don't have any faith?
As Trump as president, as what he's doing so far, he's retarded as shit. I don't have faith in retarded people.
You don't think he'll maybe fall for it?
No, he's too stupid to do it. He's stupid and he probably has Alzheimer's or some shit. He's forgetting shit. It's getting bad. It's getting slower. We're going through that shit again with pretty much putting pretty much almost dead people in the White House. Biden should have never been voted in because he was already in the grave as it is. Trump, he may not make it to his fourth year.
What? Why do you say that?
This man is messing with so many people's money that if these rich people and they see that their pocketbook is deleting itself, yeah. So yeah, those rich people are gonna look at him. Yeah, he gotta go. Remember that episode of The Simpsons?
What episode?
You know what episode?
Oh yeah.
I think everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
For some reason, they've been getting a lot of shit right. And he's pushing the buttons that's gonna make that shit happen.
Oh, you think so?
I've never seen shit tank that fast. And only a short amount of time of him just being president. I've never seen that shit happen. It's never happened in our lifetime. I've never seen rich people panic so hard. Like that Warren Buffett guy, I've never seen somebody so scared in their fucking life. It's ridiculous. And he's rich, yeah. Elon Musk fucking cried on fucking live. That little bitch fucking cried live.
Wait, what? When did this happen?
You didn't see that shit?
No.
This man was like he was about to fucking just end it right there.
Oh, you mean the interview on the Fox News interview?
I think that's what it was.
Where he was asking, "Why do you do this? Why are you doing this? You're
yeah."
And he had to stop and think.
Yeah, and it's like this man was about to fucking ball out and just start dying. He just wanted to end it all. These people destroy the economy to shit. And he's already pushed our trading allies away. Like, are you fucking retarded? No, don't do that shit. Rich people will fucking end you for that.
That is true, to be fair.
I don't know why we're so surprised to see that somebody as dumb as Trump wouldn't do that. He can't keep any of his own businesses up afloat. And you think he's actually going to be good for the economy. So the people who voted for him, they kind of played themselves on that.
I mean, something's got to give. There's somebody's got to get a W out of this administration.
Nobody can get a W. Too stupid to even try to get a W. This man is pushing with China and fucking Russia like they're best friends. They don't give a fuck. You already know China's just waiting for us to fuck up. They're waiting. They are waiting to take out just W. They're not going to completely destroy us because who they going to shit on? But they going to fuck us. And Russia, Putin is the same as Trump. They're both fucking children. He's going to get put on the list. Trump, keep fucking with people money. And it's over. You already know. Look, I don't know why I'm explaining. You already know the game. This is not rocket science. We live in a capitalist society. If you mess with a capitalist's money, what happens? Something's gonna happen. You gonna get a reaction.
Night.
Because they ain't not just say, "Oh, it's okay, Trump. We's okay." No, motherfucker, you gotta. If you gonna fix this shit, or you gotta go. Period. You're going to go one way or another. Either you going to resign or somebody going to go night-night. You have to be sent to the shadow realm, my friend. I'm sorry. That's how it works. Everybody in the fucking chat should know this. This should not be fucking rocket science. If you mess with somebody's money and the person that shows up and says, "Where's my money?" and you don't give an answer, and you get those murderous eyes like, you better get my money now. You better figure it out. You better go on these street corners and figure some shit out. Now it's gonna be a problem. My money better appear up in my hand in a short amount of time, or it's gonna be a problem. This mindset has never changed in time. Never. It will never change. As long as capitalism is alive and well, and there's money, such thing as money, no, it's never going away. Because we may not have no money, but there's a whole lot of motherfuckers that have billions and millions and all their zillions, and they do have money. And there are a lot of people out here that are very skilled in taking shots from very, very far away. And believe me, that little setup shit that y'all had those other times with the crazy people, that was child's play. All that was child's play. This game goes even further than you think. Because that nerd that was on top of the building, like, come on, dude. You really gonna think he's gonna even hit anything? He was probably set up like a motherfucker. Then all of a sudden Trump is talking about who made assassination. Oh, it made me Trump, motherfucker. You probably set the motherfucker up. Let's be honest. And I'm tired of all this. We can tell an assassin if we wanted to. You can't really fool a person that knows this shit. You can't trick a person that's looking for an assassin. You mean to tell me all your snipers, your secret services couldn't look at that motherfucker on the roof? Come on now. Even the people told you he was getting on the roof. That was not an assassin. That was just a nerd that wanted to get some publicity. But he ended up taking a bullet anyway, so they didn't have to pay for it. That's how that works. When you want publicity, there are stupid people that will do whatever they want for either some money or publicity. We've already seen this. He just pardoned a whole fucking 1,500 of those motherfuckers. They exist. And now they're out in the open. Some of them have already been yeeted. Some have been recaptured. They exist. That's all I want to know. That's all I want everybody to know. They exist. They want this. But I want to know and see if this disagreement goes through. How is your mindset going on this administration so far?
What do you mean?
Well, we've seen how far it can get for right now, and it's been pretty bad. Are we expecting him to make it these 4 years?
Yes, I'm expecting him to make it these 4 years.
I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely expect him to make it this 4 years. I think there's got to be a light at the end of the tunnel.
No, my brother, you have too much hope. You have so much hope. I think you can share some of that hope with me. Because I don't see a light. I see either red spots. And hopefully it's not live when it happens.
Really?
Or I can see him just stepping down or them getting rid of him through like some impeachment shit. Well, if that ever happens, if it gets bad enough. But I'm still expecting the first one.
Oh wow! So you think it's just delayed? You think that episode is still gonna play? It's just delayed right now.
I think it's gonna play one way or another. It's gonna play one way or another. It's gonna happen like a Death Note. It may not end with blood, with just spontaneous heart explosions.
Damn, that's pretty insane.
I'm just saying, he's getting to that point. If you make a rich person that's been rich their whole life and they've never experienced broke. They've never even dipped a pinky into broke. Do you think that person's not gonna get desperate enough to do something?
Yes.
It's about being human and desperate. And I know desperate and human are very two bad things. Because shit, you can look up wives that try to get their husbands killed just for money, and you can see how that goes. So yeah, it's not far-fetched at all. But I'm here for it. I'm here in either way. I ain't going nowhere.
So what do you think J.D. Vance would do then?
Oh.
Yeah. How do you see J.D. Vance handling things?
I have no idea. I'm gonna be dead honest, because there's so many things that could happen in between now and 2028. I don't know. But I will let you hold on to your hope, because I'm not trying to break your spirits just yet, because you are probably one of the only brothers that for some reason wants to hold on to the light at the whatever end of this tunnel. I don't understand why, but it is what it is.
I mean, if not, it's going to be a very, very rough 4 years. So this has to be like the beginning pains, and then the bliss comes afterwards.
You already see they're already trying to fuck us, so I don't even think it's deliberately targeting us, but they are trying to play it off, because you don't just make these things happen and it affects a certain group in a very terrible way. Because DEI and all that bullshit, come on now. They know what the fuck it is. They're playing stupid. And one thing about these people that I've realized is they know exactly everything that's happening. Of course they do. But you can tell, like in Trump's secretaries that does this in the news shit, talking about the Gulf of America and Gulf of Mexico. You can look her dead in her eyes, and you can see the bullshit. You know exactly what's going on. You're just trying to play this. This is the game. All this is just to pretty much Daddy Trump is fucking her. That's basically everything it is. I'm going to do everything that Daddy wants me to do because I'm a little bitch. Basically, that's everybody in the Republican Party at this point. All of them are weak as shit. And the Democrats, I won't say all of them, but the 10 that voted for the CR, they are the weakest people that I've ever seen. And Schumer is the biggest coward that I've ever heard.
Why do you think Schumer? That's what I'm trying to understand. Why Schumer would do that?
He's retarded. He's talking about, if the government shuts down, then they'll give them. Do you think this is fucking martial law? This is a government shutdown. It's going to hurt, but this is not fucking martial law. They're not just going to snap and all of a sudden just enact fucking military all over the fucking streets. That's not what's going to happen. And that's what he's trying to make it play off as. He's trying to play stupid. That's what he's doing. He knows that it's not going to do anything. It's going to shut the government down. It's basically a protest. It's protesting that, hey, you need to fix this CR or the government is going to shut down. It's going to stay down. People aren't going to be paid. You already know it's going to cause people to go out there and start acting a fool, because the only people that's going to be able to turn it on is the Republicans and the president. So what are you talking about? Schumer is an asshole and a dumbass. That's all he is. He's playing a game. That's what I say. You got to look at the way these people are just thinking. Just look at different perspectives and put them all together and figure out how these people are actually working. Because Schumer, he wants something. Because he doesn't just vote on something passing and not want nothing. He wants something. And he playing a stupid ass game with everybody's fucking life and money to do it. So they need to get him out and then those other 9 out of there. And I don't know why I'm saying AOC.
You're breaking up.
Hear me?
Yeah, there we go. Can't hear you now.
Yep.
Nope.
Nah, it's probably. I don't know what's going on.
All right.
Yeah, that's better. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is my last thing. I think AOC needs to take leadership of the Democratic Party.
AOC really?
Either AOC or Jasmine Crockett. I definitely like Jasmine Crockett. That's wifey material right there, buddy.
Wow. AOC or Jasmine Crockett. That's
Not
a very
AOC
big change.
Material, but Jasmine Crockett is wifey material. She's got the fire. Jasmine Crockett has the fire. But AOC, she's promising, but I would say Jasmine Crockett definitely. Because she's not really afraid to say what pretty much everybody's thinking in the room.
Yeah.
And she got a mouth on her now, make everybody shake in Congress. She got a mouth on her. And we kind of already know, as black men, we kind of already know how that works. Because if you've ever been yelled at by a black woman at full force voice, the skin kind of goosebumps. Yeah, I think a lot of black men know what that is. I think she got it. But that's all I'm thinking.
All right. Appreciate it.
Bro.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I think what people definitely want is a fighter. Now, I'm very curious to see if there's a recalibration once Trump is out. Like, leading into the next election, I'm curious if if Republicans continue on this path of destruction, or if they go to someone who's a little more meek and mild. I'm curious. But if they keep on going towards this path, yeah, you definitely gonna need someone who like Crockett. You just are. It just is what it is. Can't fight fire with words, bro. If we have elections. Would you rather AOC or Ana Paula Luna? Ana Paula Luna. Isn't Ana Paula Luna the Republican? What's ever happening to that bill? Because didn't AOC and someone else, I think it was her, team up for a bill?
Of Meet the Press, Kristen Walker.
AOC bowed down to Pelosi. I mean, it's Pelosi.
Joins us now. Kristen, let's start with this looming government shutdown. Again, Senator Schumer.
Man, can you imagine being in Congress? How many people are actually in Congress? Make a whole bunch of money, right? Whole bunch of money. All these, right? They get what do you call it? Insider trading, all of this, man. All of this money that they make. And they're practically untouchable. So, I don't know, man. Fascinating.
Surprising a lot of Democrats by saying he is going to support that Republican measure to keep the government open. Walk us through his thinking and what's been the reaction to that decision overnight.
Well, Craig, the reason why Leader Schumer is going to vote to keep the government open, according to him, is because shutting the government down would have only emboldened President Trump and Elon Musk and their deep cuts of the government. But the reaction has been quite furious overnight. I spoke.
That would only embolden deep cuts of the government. Yeah, something's not right. I wonder what Schumer is getting on the back end. Because it doesn't make any sense. So there's got to be some type of deal that's going on, bro. Gotta be some good money on the back end.
To a number of Democratic sources, while some say they're relieved by Schumer's moves, others say that they are expecting there to be a, quote, severe blowback from the...
That doesn't make any sense. Like, Trump and Elon don't need a shutdown to embolden them. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've heard.
Base. Why? Well, because a number of Democrats feel as though keeping the government open is basically giving President Trump and Elon Musk a green light to move forward with their deep cuts. They note that there is no language in this bill that prevents the types of actions that we're seeing from the president and Elon Musk. And I do think it really underscores the fact that Democrats do not yet know what their strategy or messaging is for taking on President Trump in this moment, Craig.
And Kristen, President Trump, during the course of...
That's genuinely terrifying. Like, genuinely terrifying. Y'all don't have a strategy. You don't have a plan of attack. You have nothing. Who is leading the party right now? Is it really Hakeem? It can't be Hakeem Jeffries, right? It can't be. What's actually happening?
His election, he basically made the case that he was going to be the guy that brought down prices in this country. Yeah. He was going to save the economy. The economy's been tanking this week. Stock market's down, tariff war, trade war seems to be upon us because of these tariffs. How much longer can he continue with this strategy?
It's a great question, Craig. And if you listen to what President Trump is saying, he's signaling he has no plans to back down anytime soon. You heard him there in Christine's piece basically say he's not going to bend to this type of pressure, despite the volatility that we've seen on Wall Street, despite the blowback from Main Street. But take a look at some recent polls, Craig. According to one poll, 56% disapprove of his handling of the economy. In another poll, 54% disapprove. So really underwater there in both polls. Again, this is the number one issue for voters, right? This is why President Trump, in the minds of a lot of voters, was elected, to bring down prices. Prices have not come down. And Craig, I have to say, we are going to have brand new numbers about all of this on Sunday, delving into how Americans view his handling of the economy. We're going to have Steve Kornacki with us, helping us break it all down. But again, this is issue number one for a lot of voters. It's making some of the president's top allies jittery, Craig.
All right, moderator of Meet the Press, Kristen Walker. Kristen, thank you. And of course,
I want to know why he did it, though. Something's got it. Like, it's not.
Senate Democrats are split over how they will vote on the Republican plan to keep the government funded, though on Elon Musk and Donald Trump's terms. Trump's budget director, and this is key, is already reportedly preparing to ignore the spending appropriated in the bill. Some Democrats have said they will not support the plan, even if it means a government shutdown. But Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer of New York says he will support the vote, basically to get the bill in a position to pass and to keep the government open.
For sure, the Republican bill is a terrible option. It is not a clean CR.
Is he law the first lady?
It is deeply partisan. It doesn't address far too many of this country's needs. But I believe allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power.
So the concept is let him destroy it to convince American people that he's wrong. Is that what I'm understanding? Let the American people really see like what's happening.
Via a government shutdown is a far worse option.
And Senator Chuck Schumer joins me now. Senator, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Let's just start on this. I think there are a lot of people watching this right now who are confused about this decision, or upset by it. So just spell out, just give me your logic, particularly on this sort of on the one hand, on the other.
Republicans love government shutdowns because they make it they make a statement to say, well, look, the government shut down. Looks like we don't need the government. They love saying that. I don't understand. What are you, a fear of a government shutdown? Like, I don't understand.
What is the cost you see to the
plenty of shutdowns.
Constitutional order of a shutdown that isn't already being done now?
It's a dramatic cost. Here's why, Chris. Under a shutdown, it is the executive branch, in this case Trump, Musk, Doge, and Vogt, who's head of the OMB, who we all know are authoritarians, vicious, nasty, who would have sole control over what is funded and what isn't. They get to determine what is a, quote, essential service. And they will just cut to smithereens, far greater than in the CR bill, which is a lousy bill, far greater than that, what could be funded and what couldn't. And there's no recourse. You can't go to court. This is a decision totally in the executive branch. And so it would be devastating. Why is it that Elon Musk and Donald Trump want a government shutdown? So they can take control of the government and do their vicious, horrible things.
What do you mean take control of the government? Do they not have control right now? Am I missing something? Are they not already doing that with Doge? I just don't. He's trying to say that, hey, they'll have complete control over what's funded and what's not. They're already doing that. This is a distinction without a difference. I like. What? I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Things. They could cut half the government. They could tell employees you're not essential and never bring them back permanently.
How is that different from what's happening with Doge? And never bring them back? I'm curious. I wonder. I don't know.
Permanently firing them. It's a disaster. And in a few weeks, if there was a shutdown, everyone would be complaining and howling. Why did they cut? Why did they eliminate SNAP? Why did they cut so much of Medicaid? But
isn't that their plan already according to the bill that they want? Are you fucking retarded? They already said, hey, there's going to be cuts in order to hit what they want to hit. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Like, genuinely, what is he talking about? Snap, man. Yeah, he's hella compromised, bro. I don't know. It's just not even making any sense. It's not making any sense, fam. I'm just... Bro, do we have anyone? Bro, do we have anyone? Is there anyone? Is there genuinely anyone? I wonder how it gets to this point. That's why I would love to know. I may have to run for like a small position. Run for like a small position and then work my way up. Because I want to know, like, why does it get to the point where people they just say deuces, bro? They just like, is it really that mindset as the black guy was talking about? Of like, yo, I'm going to get mine. Is it really that what it boils down to? It's like, well, fuck them. I'm going to get mine. I just have so many questions, bruh. I have so many questions. Like, why not just say blame it on the Republicans? Republicans are going to blame it on you regardless. So if you're going to play the blame game, then play the blame game. Like, Republicans shutting down SNAP and all of that, they're going to be shutting it down, not the Democrats. Do you think anyone's going to blame why the Democrats shut down the government, and if they knew Republicans were going to shut SNAP and all that? That's already what they're going to do. It's like the people are like, yo, we can't pay you more because they're going to automate if we pay you more. And then they automate anyway. This is frustrating, bro. This is really frustrating.
They could do all that on their own. That's the problem. There is no check on them with a shutdown. That's not to say this CR bill is a good bill. It isn't. It didn't have any safeguards in it. But it would be much, much worse to have a shutdown. And my job, Chris, as leader, is to see things a little bit ahead down the road and see how horrible...
Jedi are finally making their move. Are they? Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening? Goodness.
This would be and alert people to it.
So I want to sort of present two arguments on the other side. One of them is that it was quite, and I hear you on this. This is not an easy call. I want to be clear. I mean, I don't think it is, but you know, the AFG union, which is the largest union representing federal workers, they won a big victory today in federal court about those probationary employees who were fired. They came out against the CR, which really surprised me, right? These are the people that seem to have the most skin in the game on precisely the terms you're enunciating. And they said, the fact that this CR has no protections that will actually be followed means that we can't support it. If the people whose livelihoods are on the line say you cannot go along with this thing, why are they wrong?
I understand why they're so upset with the CR, but I disagree with them because the shutdown would be worse for their employees. They could just eliminate huge portions of government workers automatically. They could eliminate programs automatically, which they can't do on the CR. The CR has certain spending, and they can screw around with it, and they will. These guys are sons of guns. They're going to do everything they can to hurt the government. You know what they've talked about. Elon Musk, this billionaire who cares nothing about taking people's Social Security away, this guy says that he wants to cut $2 trillion out of the federal government. A shutdown would allow him to do it. And here's another point, Chris. There's no exit ramp. Anyone who wants the shutdown, I've asked them, well, how do we get out of it? Guess who it's up to get out of it? Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Doge. So it's it's two bad alternatives. And I respect people who actually don't want it, vote for the CR. It's awful. But with the alternative being a government shutdown, that's even worse.
So here's the other sort of way that I've heard people phrase this, right?
Not making any sense.
Democrats don't control any part of the government. So there's not a ton of leverage. The one thing they have leverage is in the Senate, where you need a filibuster-proof majority on a cloture vote. That there's essentially an unconstitutional assault on the government right now. And I think you would agree with that,
There
right?
is.
An assault on the constitutional
These guys are the worst, and we got to fight them every step of the way. As we say in Brooklyn, Chris, every effing step of the way.
Yeah, exactly. But look, Russ Vought is already telling people, but he's telling people on the floor, we are not even going to listen to this CR. This is a people.
Sagar says, did you hear about Trump ordering the Pentagon to draft a plan to invade Panama? I heard about it. I didn't think it was real. I mean, I heard about it, but I was like, come on now, stop it.
Paper that we will impound and rip up the moment it's passed. If that's the case, how is voting for cloture not essentially an imprimatur on the very same assault on the constitutional order?
They're already, even without this CR, they're already doing it.
Right.
Okay? They are going to,
Exactly.
They did it to the Department of Education. But I can tell you, I've been through shutdowns before. It's not that this CR is good. It's not that voting for it is good. It's horrible. But the alternative is worse. And we have to look just a month ahead and see how bad a shutdown would be for all the things we believe in, and how I'd say Trump and Doge and Musk and Vote, they're like drooling with happiness and desire to get a government shutdown. They've said they want it. Why? Not for doing anything good, I'll tell you that. These guys are authoritarians.
Let me just say with this in 1 second.
This
I
man is
think
speaking out both sides
the
of the mouth.
theory of the case for people that don't want Democrats to vote for cloture is that Americans don't quite understand what's being done to their government. It's being done in this sort of haphazard fashion. The stories are sort of getting out. You know, there's this Forest Service worker who got laid off for no reason, and there's this veteran who's got a traumatic brain injury, who's got a clinical trial. But the shutdown would be a way of actually calling the question. And here's what I would just offer. It seems to me that the demand that makes the most sense here, and I'm not a U.S. Senator, is for the Republicans to vote on a rescission package that enunciates the cuts Doge has done, as opposed to allowing an unelected co-president unilaterally eviscerate the American constitutional power of the purse.
Well, the bottom line is the Republican Senate is in total obeisance to Trump. They're not going to oppose him in any way. But if they allow Trump to make the kind of drastic cuts that I greatly fear in a government shutdown, they'll be culpable as well. And make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. Ask yourself again the question, why does Musk and Trump and Vote want this? Vote already has plans on how to slash the government, far worse than slashed in the CR. Much worse. Every program, every part of government would be at their disposal, their wicked disposal. So that's the problem here. It's not that the CR is good, it's horrible. All things being equal, we should have opposed it. But the alternative being a shutdown makes things worse. And I believe this, much worse. And I believe this, I wouldn't have done this. I knew I'd get criticized. But I felt obligated for the country, for my Democratic caucus, to the people, to explain how bad a shutdown would be. And if we went into a shutdown and everything bad happened, I had to give people this warning.
Can I'm going to just keep you for two more questions, if that's okay. One is a sort of question about strategy and dealing what I think you and I and many people watching this agree is essentially an assault on the constitutional order, and that it's this.
Absolutely.
The only thing they understand is meeting conflict with conflict. So if you look at Doug Ford in Ontario, who banged the table and said, "You're going to tariff us, I'm going to tariff you, we're going to put a surcharge on electricity," that the only thing that gets their attention, the only thing that gets them to back down is meeting conflict with conflict. If you meet conflict with essentially managed retreat or strategic non-engagement, then they roll
Chris,
all over you.
We are going to conflict with them on everything. On the tax cuts for the billionaires, they've become a plutocracy and oligarchy. On Medicaid, we have plans to conflict them with all of that. If the shutdown occurred, we wouldn't be able to do that because they would fill up both the Senate and the discussion on whether we should cut this and not cut that, of things that they want to cut. So
the argument that it's because Schumer's a Jedi doing it for the Jedi Death Star is wrong because Trump already bends over for the Death Star. That I don't disagree with.
To
I've
have the
heard anyone
conflict
claim it
on
because
the
he's a
best
Jedi.
ground we have, summed up in a sentence, that they're making the middle class pay for tax cuts for billionaires. It's much, much better not to be in the middle of a shutdown, which would divert people from the #1 issue we have against these bastards, these people, which is not only all these cuts, but they're ruining democracy. And one other thing on a shutdown. On a shutdown, the courts could close or at least be totally disabled. And the courts are one of the best ways we've had to go after these guys.
Final question about just an issue of intercameral strategy. I mean, the Democrats voted en masse against this in the House. They lost only 1 vote, Jared Golden in Maine. I've seen a lot of House members, and across an ideological range, interestingly enough, urging the Senate to filibuster this, saying, look, this is existential about whether we control the power of the purse or not. We cannot essentially sign off on this Doge unilateral arrogation of this power.
Yeah, look, I supported what the House did to vote against this bill universally, but that didn't cause a shutdown. It's different in the Senate. And I knew people were going to disagree with me, but I felt so strongly that the shutdown would be the greatest disaster we face with these arrogant autocrats that we had to avoid the shutdown and fight on many of the other things, every other issue that we have.
All right, Senator Chuck Schumer, who's the leader of the Democrats in the Senate, announcing he will be a yes for cloture tomorrow. I imagine you will have the 6 or so other votes you need to get that over the hump.
Interesting. Very interesting. Oh shit, AOC? Let's see what AOC. What is it Hakeem says about this? I'm just so
on social media, you've been urging people to call their senators, tell them to vote no on cloture, which allows the bill to go forward for a vote of just a simple majority, and to vote no on the vote for a simple majority on the Republican bill. What do you say to the counter argument of like a government shutdown hurts the country, hurts the people you represent from Queens and the Bronx?
Absolutely, and that is why House Democrats have laid out a plan, as well as several Senate Democrats laid out a plan to keep government open for another 30 days as Republicans negotiate a deal with Democrats in order to have an extended government funding bill.
But the House would have to come back into session, right? I mean,
but House Democrats are in town. I mean, we're afraid of working? Is that the problem here? That the idea that, God forbid, members of Congress have to fly back and do their jobs? I mean, genuinely, come on.
So Chuck Schumer, I guess the Senate Democratic leader, your senator, said at this meeting that he is going to vote for cloture. He is going to vote to allow there to be a simple majority vote. You think that's wrong?
I believe that's a tremendous mistake. Yes.
Why?
I think, well, first and foremost, the American people, if anyone has held a town hall.
Did you see about the opium head posting outfits of the day from her office? Oh, you mean the Doge lady? You mean the Doge lady who was doing TikToks from her office as they're firing people? Is that the story you're talking about? I saw something about that. I was like, no, she was open. What? No, I haven't heard of this. I heard of the Doge lady. Doge lady doing TikToks as she was from her office. Then people were like, what the? Why would you do that? What? No, I haven't heard about this. No, she was what? Wait, no way. Are you serious? No, I haven't heard of this. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, I thought she was part of. What? Wait, she's not even a part of Doge?
Doge striking again. CNN learning the education department is expected to begin sweeping layoffs tonight. The goal, we understand, is to cut about half of the 4,100 person workforce, so 50% cut for the DOE. It comes as a CNN investigation looks into a high-ranking employee at the Office of Personnel and Management, the agency that sent out the mass email asking federal workers to justify their jobs. That high-ranking...
Nah. What? No, I didn't know she was OPM. That makes it even worse. Bruh, that makes it 10 times worse. That makes it 10 times worse.
Employee has been filming influencer videos that promote what she's wearing on social media from inside her government office. Kyung La is out front.
It looks just like any other influencer video. A young woman posing in front of a camera over and over and over again, showing off her trendy but timeless professional fashion. But she's no ordinary influencer, and that's no ordinary office. Her name is McLaurin Pinover, and she's the Trump administration's new director of communications for the Office of Personnel Management, or OPM, which manages federal employees. All of these videos were shot in her government office, right here at OPM headquarters in Washington, D.C., ground zero for Trump's plan to cut thousands of workers from the federal government in the name of efficiency. Inside her office, Pinover captures video at her desk, putting on makeup, modeling new outfits to her 800 followers. Pinover markets clothes on
To her 800 followers. Wrap it up. We're done. It's a wrap. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, fam. No fucking way. This can't be real life. Bro, this is hell. We're living in fucking hell. Like, all the jokes that we have about what if so-and-so, like, what if the president were to say this? Like, this is truly idiocracy. I didn't think we would get here, to be honest with you. I thought we would all joke about it, but I didn't think we'd actually get here. I think that's the issue.
Her account. Using what's called affiliate links, she could get a portion of any...
She's using affiliate... Bam! Stop! Get the fuck out of here. You're telling me you're whoring your position as OPM with affiliate links to your clothes? Nigga, stop it. This can't be real life. This can't be real life. Bam, what? Who gave her an affiliate link? Girl, I'll give you an affiliate link. You want an affiliate link? I'll give you an affiliate link. What are we talking about? You tell me you can get people in the government to model your clothes with an affiliate link? It's gotta be. You want to know? It has to be a business that it has to be her business or something. There's no way.
Could get a portion of any item sold through her Instagram page, like this $475 skirt or $300 dress. But
who the fuck is buying this shit? $300 for this? There's no fucking way.
it's unclear whether she's made any money. On February 13th, the day 20 people on her communications team lost their jobs, she posted a moment for mixed patterns. And the week when her agency demanded all federal employees list 5 things they did that week, she posted the Business Woman Special. As OPM spokeswoman, she defended the memo at the time as a commitment to an efficient and accountable federal workforce.
I would be very curious if she included her efforts to promote her brand as part of the 5 things that she accomplished that week.
Donald Sherman, the chief counsel for an ethics watchdog group, says more than anything, this behavior is insulting to the thousands of federal employees being fired.
This Trump administration appointee is violating the public trust at the same time as she seems to be instrumental in the administration's attack on civil servants.
We gotta cover this, bro.
And you just heard him there say she's a Trump official. She has only been on the job since January with the new administration. And some of this does appear to have happened on the clock. We were actually looking at her account this morning, Aaron. She posted a couple of Instagram stories during normal business hours. You can also see the time on her watch in at least one of the videos she filmed, all during work hours. Now, about 15 minutes after CNN reached out to her requesting comment, her Instagram account was deleted. She declined to comment officially to CNN, but we did comment from former OPM workers who told us, quote, "Are you kidding me? That's my office." Another called it absurd and ridiculous to post fashion videos as people are being laid off. Aaron?
Nah, bro. Y'all fucked up, bro. Can y'all just admit that you guys fucked up? Can y'all just admit? Like those who voted for Trump, can you just be like, yeah, I fucked up? Can you... Can you admit, can we just come around to that? Affiliate for Pilgrim Clothing. Right? Like, who the fuck is, can we be honest? Who the fuck is wearing this? Like, seriously. Who the fuck is wearing this, bro? Like, if you're paying $475 for this, I know you single. You don't even have to tell me you single. Like, what? Oh my God, that's so fucking insane. Bitches firing people. People are being fired. She's talking about, hey, show me what you did, 5 days you did. And she's... That's wild, man. These are like shitty ass clothes. I don't even think Goodwill would take these clothes. Like, this is fucking crazy. What? Oh my God, bro. That's a little better, but barely. Oh my God. DC style? DC influencer? Now, you tell me this isn't fucking DEI? Of what they believe to be DEI? How does she get petite outfit inspo? Petite fashion? Workwear style? Professional fashion? Classic with a twist? Nah, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to switch to MAGA, bro. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna have to switch to MAGA, bro. We're gonna have to switch up the content, fam. We're gonna have to switch up the content. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna sell out. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to sell out, bro. I know they got monies, bro. I know they got monies. I know they doing stupid shit. I know they are doing stupid shit in the government, bro. I know they're doing stupid shit right now. They just hiring anybody. I need to just lighten myself a little bit and get some skin bleaching or something. I know come on now. Come on now. Now's a perfect time to get in, bro. What are we talking about? That's 4 years. You can collect a big check in 4 years, fam. What are we talking about? Bro, let me get in on something, bro. Let me get on something. Right? Let me be part of the Doge. They don't have not one black person on Doge. Maybe I can say I'm Indian. I can put a dot on my head. Come on, bro. They got people. They're getting access to Social Security, IRS. Bro, how many of y'all want to owe nothing? How many of y'all want money back on your taxes? I'll give you. Don't worry. I got everybody. All the members, I got you. Don't worry. Any debt you owe, it's gonna be gone, bro. I'll just log in. Right? Don't worry, I got you, bro. Right? I log in, just clear a few people, because they're not keeping track of any of this shit. They're looking for spending. They're not looking for saving. They're looking for spending. bruh, come on now. Let me get in real quick and just be like, you know what? Let's erase any type of debt. Y'all got any student loans or anything like that? Erase that shit. Just delete. If y'all got any felonies, right? Unless it's some crazy shit, unless you know, diddling kids. But any like baby misdemeanors, shit like that, don't worry, I'll clean all that shit, bro. Give all y'all a clean record. Dave Reese says she got them Jesus Walks jeans for $150 a piece. That is wild. Horrible fits, by the way. Just fucking horrible fits. Yo, do we have any pretty white women in the chat? They need to go undercover. Cause it clearly, if you can get in, bro. We just need sorry, black women. They're not gonna allow any black women. Cause now I'm thinking about it, I won't be able to get in. They have a one Negro quota. That's the HUD director. So I'm like, damn, I won't be able to get in. We need some pretty white, Asian, Latina. We need either an Indian. Do we have any Indians in the chat? We need an Indian, an Asian. Definitely need some white guys. Bro, Joe, where's Joe? Joe should actually try and get into government, bro. They definitely give him a job. I'm just saying. We need light skin. That doesn't work anymore, MP. I'm sorry. Light skin, they just think you're a dirty black or an illegal. We need like Cocana, bro. Cocana. We need pure. Okay. No more, you can't be the same color as this, bro. No more Biscoff color, bro. Biscoff people, y'all are either, dirty blacks or illegals. We need Cocana, bro. We need that pure towel. Look at this, man. Paper towel. We need something that's paper towel, fam. Paper towel. Unless you're a man and you can fake the accent, right? If you're an accent, you can fake the accent. If you sound like Vivek, we got you, bro. We got you. Why don't we have anybody to infiltrate? I don't understand. Why don't we have anyone infiltrating right now? That's what I don't get. Infiltrate, get your bag, and then be a whistleblower. You could be a whistleblower after the 4 years, bro. Work right now. Get everybody, clear everybody. And then after he's out of office, be like, yo, I'm a whistleblower and blah, blah, blah. Right? Something. Like, we need to be thinking smart, bro. We need to be thinking smart. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, we got to have some allies. We have to. Shit is crazy. She was doing videos in other people's fucking offices. That's insane. That's fucking insane.
Or has seen what has been happening in town halls. American people, whether they
get yeeted too fast? Nah, bro. They don't get yeeted too fast. As long as they know how to keep their wits about them and keep quiet, they ain't gonna get yeeted, bro. They ain't gonna get yeeted. We'll be fine. But I'm just saying we need some undercovers, bro. That's what we need. We need some people to go in behind enemy lines and make shit happen, bro. That's all I'm saying. Because they're hiring anybody, bro.
Republicans, independents, Democrats are up in arms about Elon Musk and the actual gutting of federal agencies across the board. This continuing resolution codifies much of this chaos that Elon Musk is wreaking havoc on the federal government. It codifies.
You know of all the corruption that goes on, bro. You know they're doing some shit, bro. You know that these freaking Doge idiots, because Elon's not following any of that. They report to Elon, this is what we found, this is what we should do. Here are the reports, Elon. We collected this amount, blah, blah, blah. They are in there like helping the homies out. I wonder do y'all even have any exes who may know the fucking 19-year-olds or the 20-year-olds of Doge? Y'all, come on, man. Y'all must know somebody that's connected to them. Because they doing stuff that they helping the homies out, bro. They are. Oh, man. Bruh. I'm a little irritated. I'm not gonna lie. Because that's it. That's really it. You know, when they dropped the meme coin and everything, everybody on the inside knew what was going on. Everybody on the inside was like, yo, we're about to drop it, tomorrow. Just a heads up. That's how those inner circles work.
Many of those changes, it sacrifices and completely eliminates congressional authority in order to review these impulsive Trump tariffs that he's switching on and off. And on top of that, for folks who are concerned.
You think Elon just got some random 100%. 100%. They probably vetted them for their X account. And as long as they were like dick riding Elon, yes, that's how narcissists work.
About effectiveness in government, this Republican extreme spending bill removes all of the guardrails and all of the accountability measures to ensure that money is being spent in the way that Congress has directed for it to be spent. This turns the federal government into a slush fund for Donald Trump and Elon Musk. It sacrifices congressional authority, and it is deeply partisan. And so to me, it is almost unthinkable why Senate Democrats would vote to hand the few pieces of leverage that we have away for free when we've been sent here to protect Social Security, protect Medicaid, and protect Medicare.
You have expressed opposition to government shutdowns in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your very first speech on the House floor.
Mm-hmm.
It is not normal to shut down the government when we don't get what we want. It is not normal for public servants to run away and hide from the public that they serve. And it is certainly not normal to starve the people we serve for a proposal that is wildly unpopular among the American people.
Now, I get that you hate this continuing resolution. You don't think it's a good bill, but the alternative is likely a government shutdown.
Well, the alternative is to agree on a 30-day stopgap to keep government open as negotiated. The proposal is in front of the House. The proposal is on the Senate. Republicans had time to seek Democratic votes, and we can extend that time for them to seek that vote. Once again, we can come back. We can fly back. We can vote on this. We can get a stopgap measure, extend the amount of time to negotiate while we figure out a solution here for the American people. And I also agree, again, I maintain that position that government shutdowns, we can keep the government open with a 30-day clean CR. And on top of that, I also maintain the position that government officials and public servants should not be hiding from the public the way that Republicans are hiding and being instructed to not host town halls right now because of the outrage among the American public around their attempts to cut Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare.
My understanding is that your other senator, another Democrat, Kirsten Gillibrand, also thinks that the Democrats should vote to go forward with the spending bill, unlike Senator Tim Kaine that we just heard from. And my guess is, I don't speak for either Schumer or Gillibrand, but my guess would be if they were here, they'd say, you're being naive. It's really just a choice between voting for a government shutdown or voting not for a government shutdown. People aren't going to come back. It just doesn't happen that way. Again, that's not me. I imagine that that's what they would say to you.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that Senate Democrats think that it is beyond wildest convention for us to come back, but House Democrats have done that before. The House has reconvened in emergency sessions before. I've certainly voted on the floor of Congress they've even called us back from August recess before. This idea that it is beyond the scope of imagination for us to come back from vacation is just not an acceptable answer for the American public.
I want to play something that President Trump said earlier today. Take a listen.
If it's shut down, it's only going to be, if there's a shutdown, it's only because of the Democrats, and they would really be taking away a lot from our country and from the people of our country.
Your colleagues, House Republicans, are already using the term Schumer shutdown, which has that nice alliterative style. Are you not worried at all about Democrats taking the heat for the shutdown?
We know, and the American people are not going to have the wool pulled over their eyes. Everybody knows that Donald Trump is president, that Republicans have the Senate, and Republicans have the House. They have the keys to the entire United States government. And if Republicans wanted to avert a shutdown, they can. They can. They can, if they need Democratic votes, then they can negotiate with Democrats to get those votes. It is simple. They have two options: to pass it with their votes or to pass it with Democratic votes. And we also see the data bearing this out. When you look at public polling from very reputable firms, we see that the American people understand that, and they know that the party in charge of government is the party that's in charge of keeping government open.
What do you think of the job Democratic leaders are doing, not just Senate Democratic leaders, but also Hakeem Jeffries, the Democratic leader in the House, your fellow New Yorker, in terms of standing up to Trump?
Well, when we look at this vote around this government funding bill that we saw this week, Leader Hakeem Jeffries was able to keep the entire House Democratic caucus united and together.
Except for Jared Golden.
Right.
Except for
Every
one.
single House Democrat, including every single House Democrat who won a Trump district, except for one out of over 200, voted against this deeply partisan, extreme Republican spending bill. Not just because they're Democrats, but because they know it's bad for the country. This bill is bad for the country. And so I think that in terms of Democratic leadership in the House, we've seen that result in the House. I think it's time that we see similar results in the Senate.
Would you, what do you think of the job that Chuck Schumer is doing? Would you ever challenge him, do you think?
I think that what we need right now is a united Senate Democratic caucus that can stand up for this country and not vote for cloture and not vote for this bill. And I think that the strength that we have is in this moment. Reconciliation and all of these, Republicans do not need Democratic votes for that. They need it for this. And so the strength of our leadership in this moment is going to demonstrate the strength of our caucus. And I cannot urge enough how bad of an idea it is to empower and enable Donald Trump and Elon Musk in this moment. It is dangerous and it is reckless.
Well, you just talked about the strength of your leadership. Chuck Schumer just said that he's going to vote for cloture. Not only the Democrats can do it, but he's going to participate in it. Does that mean that you think he's a weak Senate leader?
I think that would be a mistake. But we have time between now and tomorrow, and I hope that individuals that are considering that reconsider it. I genuinely do. I don't think it's what New Yorkers want. I don't think it's what the country wants. This is genuinely not about Democrats or Republicans. This is about deep cuts to Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. This is about the evisceration of the federal government. This is about codifying the looting that is happening at the behest of Elon Musk in order to pay for his tax breaks for billionaires. And we have a responsibility to stand up for it. That is why people elected us, and that is our responsibility to them right now.
Interesting. What is Hakeem saying? Has Hakeem said anything?
Julie, how are we expecting this to play out a few hours from now?
A clean bill and ceding power to the.
Hakeem hasn't said anything. Doesn't seem like it. That's pretty fucking crazy. Not gonna lie. All right. We're gonna end the stream there. I'm gonna go see Severance with wifey. Hot damn, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. Timu Barack Obama. Timu Barack Obama. Hot damn. What Severance? Oh my god. Somebody help homie out. Help Mall Cop out. Poor Mall Cop. Are you serious? You don't know what Severance is? Shame on you. Do you think Born Again story will unravel the police corruption going in on NYC, Hell's Kitchen? I see you. Oh, man, don't even talk to me about fucking stupid ass Daredevil. Dumbass show. Garbage ass freaking Born Again. Daredevil Born Again. He needs to die, bro. Forget Born Again. He should have stayed died. He should have stayed dead. He should have stayed canceled. Garbage ass show. Anyways, someone help Mall Cop out. In the meantime, between time, I'll catch you all mañana. Don't drink and drive.